Are fortune-telling and horoscopes real? There are fortune-telling or astrology and many such practices that are done depending on them. When you look at the basis of these are applications that are based on coincidence. So what is it? For example, let's say someone turns a wheel at work, and wherever the wheel stops by chance, they derive a meaning out of it. Someone shoots a fortune arrow, and inflicts a meaning from that based on where the arrow hits. Someone opens a book and derive meanings from the expressions on the first page that appears as soon as they open it. And none of this has anything to do with causality, they have no scientific basis, and they are based entirely on chance. Accordingly, there is also some information that we call fortune-telling, based on the interpretation of these so-called presage. Again, these are texts created according to people's coincidences or guesses and experiences. It is not possible for us to reach a truth or a correct information through fortune-telling. But most of the time, people do what they do for the sake of fantasy, they do it for fun. But no one arranges his life according to his fortune, even if he has his fortune told. And when you look at it this way, all these fortune-telling things that are actually and its derived exercises, we can say that they are some practices that have nothing to do with reality, that is, they are created according to people's imaginations only. Of course, in Quran there is the verse that talks about the signs in the sky. However, it speaks of physical beings, that is, whether it is the stars, the moon, the sun, the zodiac signs. When we look, the planets we can add as well. Physical beings, and these beings, of course, have a factual value in relation to their own movements, their lights, their temperature, and their relations with one another. The problem here is that, for example, a person living on Earth was born in this time period or in that time period. Because he was created at that time, his character, his talents are related to the star in the sky, the sign. And so it's like disabling people's will and saying that the time period in which they come into the world shapes their character. This expresses an understanding of astrology in the Quran, which is actually a reflection and appearance of the universe in ancient thought that are very incompatible with the reality.